what people are beginning to realize is that the more we cling into what we can see, hear, touch, feel, and smell, in other words, the more we engage with our physicality and perceive everything around us just from this like three-dimensional point of view, or in other words, perceive everything as physical, the more we forget our true nature. We forget that we're not here just to experience the physical, but the physical is one of the things like that we're here to experience for. So when you treat that as like one of, as opposed to like this is the thing that I'm supposed to like tackle and do, it changes a little more on like how you relate to things and how your relationship essentially to people and life changes. You're welcome to go through anytime. That it's empty.
Thank you.
Yeah, just go through and I'll cut it. So there are obviously like many things I've been realizing lately when it comes to authenticity. Like, yes, we want to learn how to embody our true selves, but we have to understand that this oneness, like this sense of oneness, or in other words, like how energetic fields like tend to merge together when entities are present in the same time and space. Like, it's not easy all the time to keep your authenticity. Yes, you can stay grounded in your breath. You can find ways to always return to your breath when you learn, when you realize that, like, oops, I'm feeling a little disconnected. So this is usually the time I recommend myself to, like, what can I do to reconnect, right? There are different ways to retrieve this connection by doing, like, some reading. Like, intentionally you spend some time reading, or yoga, meditation, like going on a walk, like something that, any type of activity that allows you to disconnect from the doing, from thinking, and can put you on being. That is more than enough to really bring you back to that sense of home, safety, love that you crave the most. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep doing the things you do, basically chasing that place that never left you, the place that's being in you. But we forget. And the more we remember and we keep doing the work of remembering, like, I'm not just this ego, but yet I'm just not the soul. Like, there's that part and there's this part. So, like, how can I take care of this part here too, right? Like, how I look, how I feel in my own look. It's ultimately more about how I feel in my own look than what others feel and perceive of my look. It's not that I care much of what they think of me, but I can feel when they don't feel something good about me. Therefore, I am them. And when I'm on their shoes and I'm feeling myself, my other side, and I'm not content with what I'm seeing and feeling, then that energy is still flowing and kind of clinging in on my energy field. So those things are definitely like things people really don't think about, and I do like to just go around on what's available in terms of like how we explore. But the message for this video is like, don't cling on just what like your physicality can engage with, and at the same time, don't get stuck on your own inner words and just like, oh, okay, this is what life is about now for me, and forget everything outside. Like, just learn how to balance the two. There are times where you will be more connected to that place and you understand why you need to be there, and there are times where you're gonna feel like way more like outside, and And there are all the times when you feel like the two merge, and that is to me 69, or like the place we're being kind of dreaming about. Like, how can we bring my heavenly side to earth while still remain connected to my earthly side without having to forget that part of me? Otherwise, when I return to that part of me, I'm gonna be a little disconnected. Like, what happened, right? So, in other words, it is like learning how to balance feminine and masculine. And before you learn how to balance feminine and masculine, you have to learn how to also be the feminine and the masculine. It's like the feminine, you embody that fully by embracing divinity. Like the divine feminine is gentle, is soft, is loving, is kind, it's humble, it's compassionate, it's caring, is grateful, is kindness. It's just like, it's love, you know. And your masculine, like that physicality is materialistic. It's like results oriented. It's like good or bad. It's like right or wrong. It's pleasure. It's taste. Is feedback. Is focused. Is engaged. Is present. Is provider. Is aware on its own way. So you are all of that. Even if you don't feel like you are all of that yet, you already are. You already came here bringing those two elements. I mean, the elements are part of those two parts. You already came to this body, to this earth, bringing your masculinity and your feminine. So now it's just a matter of finding the lost pieces that, you know, maybe in the past you forgot them. Like in lifetimes, like past lifetimes, meaning not just this lifetime, maybe even other lifetimes. So now that you're remembering, it's just about putting them together. This goes here, this one goes here. Like, oh, I'm aware that it's better if I just click this one here. And that's how it goes, right? The more we do that, the more whole we will feel in ourselves, and the less needy to connect to what's not part of us. Because there is a part of you that understands and recognizes what does not belong to you. And the part is constantly like giving it back. We're giving it back to earth, what's not yours. Because there's a part of you that likes to absorb that. You know, there's a part of you that likes to take it home, what's not really yours. So the guardian of your soul is constantly on the lookout to remove, let it go, what's not yours, what no longer serves you. And that way you can open up for true love, for true flow, for true positivity, for real abundance.